The 10 best anime where the MC is loved and respected by everybody. Coming up! So check this, right? Because, I mean, a lot of anime websites and other YouTube channels just cover, the basics, the general, the most popular. But right now, I want to give you the exclusive. We'll only select the anime series where the MC is respected and loved by everybody. And they could be the most powerful, the most charismatic, the most kind, or just being so cool that no one can resist. Kind of like your boy Leslie, you know what I'm saying over here. I'm joking. Or am I? So, let's get to it. I'm gonna start it off with number 10. I'm talking about Sato Kai Yaqui and Domo. I mean, you're seeing the video right now. Tell me, doesn't it look exciting? Comedy, school theme, shounen, slice of life. Huh? So we're talking about the main act here, right? Takatoshi Tsuda, a boy who joins the Osiya Academy, a high school that until recently had been an all-girls school. And by that, you can expect a lot of girls, lewd scenes, and this show also uncovers some of the dirtiest female secrets. Man. The anime depicts loads of absurdity and sexual humor that keeps on coming. You've got that drama sorted, and I know every single boy will like it, definitely. So, buckle up and check it out. Bringing the list down to number 9. Kiowa Smartphone Chantamma ni, interesting name, is a very fascinating anime. That's all about that adventure, comedy, harem, magic, romance, fantasy. I can go on, but I won't, cause time, right? A boy is killed with lightning, and the person that killed him, in this case, God, for an apology, allows him to be reborn in a magical fantasy world and will grant him any one wish that he desires. That is literally the juxtaposition of curiosity and fun, because it leads him on a path of exploring the world that he's gotten thrown into and actually ends up becoming part of the upper echelon of that society. How fun! Number 8. Black Clover. Yuno and Asta are two young heroes with the same dream, that of becoming the next mage emperor in the kingdom of Clover, thanks to the omnipresence of magic. So in other words, it's a fascinating story of two boys that were brought up side by side since their earliest childhood. And one is able to manipulate magic and the other can't. Womp womp. And so obviously in a storyline that's like this, the one who's less fortunate is obviously faced with the task of trying to prove himself to be worthy of the same love and affection and respect as everybody else, as the other guy. You do know that this makes for a good storyline in an anime series. And you do know that you've gotta check it out. Number 7. Moving away from the whole magic vibe, we're coming down to the much-loved girl, Medaka Kurokami, a young student at Hakonewa High School who thinks that she was born to help others, sort of like a Mother Teresa or a female Martin Luther. Her first decision as the newly elected president of the student council is to set up a suggestion box in which students can express their unhappiness and ask for help. And this way, she's able to help others and, assist people that need her assistance. And you're probably thinking, nah, this is kind of boring. Trust me, it's not. The fact that it's in our top 7 list means that it's a bomb. Let's take it to number 6 with Assassination Classroom. So I need you to use your imaginary mind right now for a second. Imagine Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker in a classroom. Do you know what you get there? Exactly. Action comedy. This next anime is action comedy, but it takes place in a school. A strange and overpowered being decreed that if no one could kill him in the coming year, the planet would suffer the same fate as his satellites. During this time, he also demanded to be appointed professor of Class 3E, the class of hopeless cases. The students are therefore in the best position to kill the strange professor and thus pocket the astronomical sum of 10 billion yen. Come on, so much for killing a monster. Number 5. Tensei Shirata Slime Data Ken. So I just checked out the picture, the film cover of this whole anime. I'll just tell you the things I see. I see a dragon that has its mouth open and its wings spread out wide. I see a group of cold, badass looking people. And the most attractive of them all is a bubble. Literally, a soap bubble that's got eyes. And man, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to miss what it's gonna do to the people that it's actually looking at. And the way these people are standing right now, it looks like they're about to attack. Oh, and one more thing. I actually see a guy at the back who looks exactly like Hulk. Like the anime version of Hulk. There's a lot of things in this picture that I really wouldn't imagine them being together in a single image. But well, it's here. All the reasons why the image is like so, you can get them by watching the anime series. Alright, sitting at number 4, we've got Handa-kan. Indeed, Handa always has the impression of being hated by everybody and criticized all day long. In reality, he's the most popular student on campus, revered by all for his incomparable calligraphy skills, good looks, and cool personality. To show how cool this anime character is, Handa often tends to help his neighbor out. Even if he really doesn't feel like it, he'd do it still. This is how our anime MC turns out to be so loved and likable by several of his other comrades, leading him to feel persecuted again. Man, why? Why do you put yourself through this? Watch the anime. Yep, we done gotten to the top 3. Number 3, Chantamma. So, the Yamato aliens from outer space invade the world and take over Japan. These aliens, as a result, set prohibitions on swords and samurai, and the locals don't like it. And so one of the locals tries to fight against them to actually demolish them, but then realizes, nah, they're too strong. And so as a result, he strikes a contract with the aliens, placing a ban on carrying swords in public and allowing invaders to enter the country. Wow. Number 2, Saiki Kusuo. A 16-year-old student in a school has got a wide assortment of supernatural abilities like X-ray vision to telepathy, but then finds out that it isn't really a blessing, it's actually a curse. But this student only wants to live a normal life. And so he goes on this journey of trying to lead a normal life and fitting into society instead of standing out as they actually do. This is one particular storyline classic that everybody should be familiar with. It made it to our top 2. How in the hell would it not be worth watching? Like, duh. We have arrived to number 1. Sakamoto Desuka? Yep, question mark. So for the series that is number 1, I would actually want to take my time and break this down for you because you've made it this far in the video, and genuinely speaking, we really appreciate you. So thank you. So I'll try and explain it as perfectly as I possibly can in about 20 seconds. Go! This is a loved anime series with a well-respected, likable main character called Sakamoto, who, in the first year, is the coolest, the most sublime, and the most powerful, the most badass student in his high school, which makes him very popular with young girls. The boys, meanwhile, fuming with jealousy, envy him and dream of making him pay for his arrogance. And so they kept threatening him, blocking his life and harming him. But none of this works on Sakamoto, who gets out of all situations by becoming always cooler. No one seems to be able to derail him, as all attempts of tripping him up are quickly foiled. So, will any of Sakamoto's classmates or even teachers be able to reach his level of excellence? I guess we'll never find out. This has been LeslieFish trying to add value to your life. See you on the next one.